Click it. All right. Hello everyone. Welcome to CJM. I'm your host Chris, and these are my co-hosts Jeff and Mike. And for some reason, I thought it wasn't gonna record, but yeah, it's recording. No fuck ups this time.
Salutations, everyone.
Hey guys.
Yeah. So everything's been good this week.
Other than certain things, yes, more or less.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah. My big downer was I went to Atlanta on Tuesday, and I finally got to the German consulate over there to get my passport. I don't have my passport because they're reviewing it, like to see if it's valid.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So that could take a bit. That could take a bit.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be out of here by July.
Yeah, and I don't know how long it's gonna last. Like the review process.
Yeah.
Why do they have to review it? I mean, you've been here. You had your everything with you, right?
Yeah, but Germany has to review it. I think is what he's saying.
Well, probably like talking about my German citizenship. Yeah, I'm technically a German citizen.
Yeah. So they're probably gonna have to look into that. That takes a bit.
They're also looking into my mom's passport as well. I would talk about it, but I don't think it would be appropriate for the show. Maybe it's just like certain stuff. I'm just giving you the basics of what the rundown what happened and getting the passport. Like I don't have it. I gotta wait till it gets reviewed. And yeah, so yeah.
You seemed upset on Twitter.
It's
You cut out there, Mike.
yeah, sorry about it. Internet is back a little bit.
Yeah.
If I cut out, it's internet's fault.
Goddamn shitternet.
Yeah,
Because they made the Constitution.
What in the fuck was that?
Don't worry about it. I'm sorry. I'll continue.
Well, I don't have my passport. Shitternet's fucking up this episode.
It should be this other thing.
Well, hope everybody's enjoying this episode so far with my depressing news and some shitternet. So, you clear?
Yes.
Mike?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Looks like it's bad on his end. And this is like episode 18, 19?
That's Let's see what I can do.
So this is what I sound like on the other side.
How do you sound? You don't like it? You don't like how you sound?
Like when when the shitternet gets really bad. Holy fuck. Hey Mike, how about hang up and call back. Mike? Hello? I think we lost Mike.
For a bit, most likely.
Yeah.
Okay, he's still with us. Hey, hang up and then call back.
Alright.
Just try to see if that's better. Alright, sorry for the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's one of those nights.
Yeah. Yeah, what kind of news do we have today?
Oh, well, let's see. It wasn't really much news, but it was rather kind of big. Quick. I'm actually going to look that up just very quickly. Sorry.
Because I
Yeah,
know you guys said something about freaking Attack on Titan season 4.
that is one of the biggest things for anime, and it's coming out this summer, and it's going to be the last season.
Yeah. Oh, what else? What else? Superman Returns, like with Henry Cavill
Henry
coming back.
Cavill is going to
Yeah.
return as Superman, but not in his own movies, but as cameos or whatever.
So like Hulk.
Ah,
So like the Hulk.
correct.
Alright,
That's some of the biggest news out there today.
yeah.
I mean, this week.
Sorry that we didn't rehearse these because we usually do these on the fly, and Mike is offline for a bit, so we'll.
It's one of those things that usually would happen. It's fine.
Yeah, we are not actually that much professionals, or at all.
No, I have no mic and I have no desk. I'm sitting my ass on my bed, and so yeah, I am not a fucking professional here.
I'm sitting at my desk with a microphone that I was supposed to use for voice acting, but I'm not a voice actor on the internet because I couldn't find any roles, or I don't have that kind of programs. Mike's back.
Well, oh, but so good. Everything's working.
Let's see if it's better.
Is it better?
One of those nights,
Well,
those crazy long nights.
it's still
better.
You bought it out a bit, but it's gonna be one of those nights, isn't it?
Thanks.
Well,
Oh,
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Mike,
Discord.
maybe maybe it's your Discord. I don't know.
While Michael is trying to get through his technical difficulties to come back with us, what should we talk about?
I haven't seen the trailer to Attack on Titan season 4, so I just let's go with Superman.
Okay. Well, I can briefly tell you about the trailer.
Sweet.
Yeah, you could. Maybe after we talk about the Superman thing. So,
Alright, cool.
Henry Cavill's back, and yeah, but not doing his own movies, which I'm sad about.
For now.
Yep.
But so he's mostly gonna be just the Hulk and appearing in everybody else's movies.
Yes, and this is interesting because with everything that's happened with Zack Snyder's Justice League cut or whatever, and everyone's coming back for it. It was beforehand. Henry Cavill was considered like the worst Superman because he didn't smile and no one really cared for him, allegedly or whatever. But now, since everything's happening and coming up golden for DC, it's like they forget the fucking anger over him and they're saying, "Oh, it's the best Superman we ever had." Fucking bastards.
True.
They're kissing ass hard. Mm-hmm.
Like the problem with this version of Superman was like they didn't know what to do with him.
Yeah. Big time. They just didn't know what to do.
Like they try to figure out like let's do a different version of Superman instead of like doing what he actually is. Like it's always like hey, let's do our own interpretation. Let's make him all realistic and all that. Like what if there was an actual Superman, but Superman is Superman. He's supposed to be what he actually is. Like
Yes.
like just this nice guy. Like he may be like a godlike dude, but he's actually dude, but he's actually a cool dude.
Yeah, it's true.
And if you're gonna do like evil Superman, just make up a different character.
True.
The thing about an evil Superman for like a film. I think you have to build up to it, and at best try to make it at least a bizarre Superman, because we've seen what an evil Superman feels like in Injustice, and maybe in another incarnation of Superman, like Red Sun or something. I guess.
Yeah.
We also got like derivatives like Brightburn and Homelander from The Boys,
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
and I think we should actually get actual Superman.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah. Like, instead of like, oh, what if Superman was evil? That's every interpretation you can think of.
It feels like everyone tries to do an evil Superman because they think they don't know what to do with him because he can do anything and everything. Surprisingly, because you can build him up to be the heroic person he is in a film without adding all the grit or the all the gravel. That's what we have Batman for. He is the dark end of justice or whatever with compassion, but Superman
Yes.
is the ideal that you can be better. We as humans can be better than our former selves or whatever.
Like,
And
Yes.
Superman
Yes.
Superman is supposed to be the ideal hero.
yes,
Like,
Yes.
he is not supposed to be grit or whatever.
He's supposed to be like someone we look up to and aspire to be. No,
Yes.
not aspire to be like this godlike thing, but
Excuse me.
aspire to be just to be a good neighbor. you
Yes.
Yes. You're right about that. He's
And with
supposed
his
to be
wholesome
perfect.
and with us, oh, sorry, Mike, if you want to, you continue.
No. He's supposed to be heroic, and he's supposed to be, as everyone says, the ideal hero. He's the first. So he's supposed to exuberate like strength, confidence, but also deep love for humanity as well.
Thanks to his parents from Smallville, Kansas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Growing up in like a small town, actually having loving parents, and Superman actually being a legit decent human being to make him an amazing person.
Yeah.
And those same ideals are somehow supposed to be the crux of the entire DC universe, except when times when his ideals can clash with other heroes' ideals of what justice or what they should do. Because, as like anyone knows, in the DC universe, there is a no kill rule that goes by almost majority of almost all the heroes.
Yes.
And it's somewhat kind of lax now, somewhat, because sometimes Wonder Woman has.
Well,
Yeah, it depends on the hero.
Yeah, it depends on like their kind of how they're programmed with their brain. Like,
Yeah.
Like how they learned, like, his Wonder Woman, she's a warrior from from an island.
Yes.
So
Yes.
and she is trained to kill.
Yes.
If need be. I want to try to point that out.
Yes.
She's a warrior if need be. She doesn't like to kill, but she has done it.
And Superman,
Yes, she has to.
Superman, he can kill a person, but it's better that he doesn't. Like, he chooses
Yes.
not to because, hey, there's other ways to stop a situation. Like, there's always always a better alternative. So
Yes.
and I think like they can actually do a Superman story like that, and with Henry Cavill, because Henry Cavill, for what he was given, he actually did good, but that's the problem with the script. That why he isn't like big. Like, I mean, he's big because of Superman, but I mean, like, his version of Superman is not as well liked.
Yeah.
Ironically, though, I actually like that Superman only because certain things, and that's another story for another time. But I don't really mind. I don't mind this Superman, despite all the hubbub.
It was amazing, though. You should have seen it when it happened. It was like a complete 180. Just Superman in general for Jeff here.
And then after the film, I was just a Superman fan since then.
Yeah, he turned into Superman fanboy, and I was just like, well, I was already a Superman fan, So my opinion did not change.
So thank you, Zack Snyder. You made me a Superman fan.
Yeah, so that was one good thing about BVS.
Yes.
At least that made you a Superman fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't like the movie, but at least there was a positive impact with you.
Yeah. There's some positives, even though the movie could have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, if you really want a really clean, legit version, just go with the Ultimate one, the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, the Ultimate Edition, which is a lot better.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but still a lot better than what we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, could have been better.
Yeah, and some people think that Superman's next appearance should be like a Shazam sequel or something, because
okay, the thing with Shazam, I don't mind. It's just that Shazam feels more like it's not like it's for kids. It just feels like it's a different energy from what we're used to. We need to get Superman in another hero movie first before we go to the kid-friendly Shazam movies.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice that they kind of teased and like gave us that like cock tease, basically.
Yeah.
But like, I think it only works once. So if he appears in Aquaman, I'd be alright with it.
Oh yeah.
Because it fits, but I don't know if he's just appearing in another Shazam movie. Yeah. That's just me.
I mean, that's from what I heard.
But if you think he should be in a Shazam film, Chris, that's cool.
I didn't say that. I saw some people.
Yeah. There's some news reports that he might be appearing in Shazam M2, Black Adam, Aquaman, and yeah, those are 3 films he may appear.
It could just be any movie like Superman.
Yeah.
Maybe Flashpoint, or that Flash film that's supposed to come out in a couple of years.
I don't think that Flash movie's happening.
I don't know. They keep trying to make it a thing.
Yeah.
Keep making it a thing, but Ezra Miller kind of got into trouble.
Yeah. I think he's still, but even if he got in trouble, I think he's still gonna do those what's that damn film which I now regret ever seeing now.
Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, the Fantastic Beasts film.
I've never seen any of the Fantastic Beasts.
Cliff notes: the first one's good. Second one, just don't watch it. My God, they don't know what they were doing.
Yeah, there's one Johnny Depp in there. That's all. And who knows what the hell they're doing.
It wasn't even about the Johnny Depp shit. It was more for me. It was just the consistency of. Never mind. That's a different story. But it didn't make sense.
Well, I'm not a big Harry Potter guy, but
yeah.
Oh, who would have thought you're not a Harry Potter fan? Because this is more for your generation.
I did grow up watching the movies. I didn't really read the books, but I should.
Oh, you killed me.
Yeah.
You wound
my
me,
sister
sir.
did.
You wound me.
My sister loves the books more than the movies.
Well, I wasn't a big reader as a kid.
It makes sense.
I
was that bad of a kid.
It's okay.
Right. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Hear how I say fine? It's more like a fine. I will not talk about it, but I am somewhat disappointed.
Disappointed.
Well,
like a
dad.
Well, I'm
like a dad talking to a son. Like, okay.
Well, I'm putting time to read Dune, so.
And
that's
I'm happy
true.
for you.
That is true.
Yeah, which. Yeah, I was reading on the way to Atlanta.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, I'm lazy when it comes to books, so.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
Anything else? Oh, sorry, Chris. Go on.
Nothing. I was about to say I had to be in a mood to.
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Anything else? Any last thoughts with the Henry Cavill news? Like, I mean, if this is how the way he's gonna do it and everything, I don't mind, because again, those, as much as some are claiming that Man of Steel was good, and I watched it only once, it was kind of confusing for me, and I didn't really get into it until BVS or whatever. But if they ever make a Man of Steel 2, I'm actually hoping they just introduce Supergirl. And I know I was hesitant a couple of years back when they mentioned it, But the more I see it now, like, okay, everyone's calmed their ass down. I wouldn't mind if they just introduced Supergirl and had someone else do it because, again, it's a multiverse. Nothing has to be connected to CW. As much as I can say the consistency is better, we all know it's different multiverses or a different universe within itself. So we don't need to always connect it to CW. So I'm good. So if they introduce Supergirl and Man of Steel 2 as a way, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that would be interesting if they did do that.
And it's just about like Kryptonians and everything. Like, he finds Kara in the city of Argo or whatever, and then it's just about her utilizing her powers and him trying to teach her, and then a fight with Zod and whatever reason. I mean, or some other.
Zod's dead.
Oh, okay,
So
like a
it's
clone of
probably
Zod.
gonna be
Another clone of Zod.
Brainiac.
Okay, yeah, Brainiac. Thank you, Michael.
Let's try Brainiac because we already had like a Zod sort of
two
clone.
times, one as Zod and then the other as Doomsday.
Or if you want
defective Doomsday.
Or if you want Superman 2 Doomsday, Superman 2 Zod, not Doomsday. Doomsday was in the 90s, not the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doomsday in that BVS was tacked on. That was bad.
Wow.
Yeah. Because they needed something.
Monster.
And he barely looked like Doomsday. He was just an uglier version of Hulk.
He was the defective Zod clone.
That was fucking awful.
Miffing.
Mrs. Prince, where are you going, Mrs. Prince?
Who mated with Hulk? Gave us his rejected son. Oh god.
I mean, at least they kind of got Diana Prince / Wonder Woman in there, even though I know people don't like it. I kind of like it, kind of.
Yeah, well, that's one of the best parts Zack Snyder hit on was selecting Gal Gadot to be Wonder Woman. And
Wonder Woman was actually awesome in BVS. Not gonna lie.
Yes. Yeah, so that's one of the better parts of that film.
And do we really? And I think we have to. And I think we need to shut up about the fact that how does she get there? We don't need to really know about that shit. She's here. We know there's a backstory. If you're that curious, read her comic books and just go with it. Remember, the movies are a different medium to the comics, and vice versa. Make up your own continuity. Make up your own thing until it's revealed how she's who, what, where, why, and how. She's here right now. It's fine.
Yeah, honestly, I never cared about that. She's just there. I just want to it. Because at the end of the day, this is a film, and it's just a film. It's not the comic.
So
yeah.
Do we switch gears?
Yes.
Okay.
When I get it, when it's talk about Titans.
Alright. Well, we'll go on the attack on Titan.
Hell yeah.
That was a fucking awful segue. What the hell's wrong with me?
It's fine.
Season 4.
A final season.
Yeah,
final season.
I still have not finished the second half of season 3.
Oh,
why? Oh my god.
Season 3 goes off the rails, and season 4 is gonna be
season 3
more.
was actually, and from what I was watching of season 3, it was actually getting good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
And
they stepped away from fucking Aaron and all that nonsense he was going through somewhat.
I just fell off, but I might be getting back to prepare for season 4.
You should.
Yeah. New studio, new look. Mikasa sporting that short hair look.
Majority of the characters are sporting new hairdos for the future and like skin tight black leather or whatever the fuck they were wearing.
And some people are like, "Oh my god, what did he do to Mikasa?"
And then some people are thirsty for that dude with fucking grind like abs.
Oh yeah,
what?
That dude.
Who?
that dude.
It was some character. I forget who it was, or he might be new or not, but he had some fucking ripped abs, and like, damn, okay.
Yeah, they're like, we're thirsty for.
We are thirsty. She says.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I don't know. I haven't watched the trailer.
It's pretty fast paced. It just tells you, but there's more to the world than we realize after 2 years or whatever. And there's like glimpses they're like flying blimps and baseballs. A lot of symbolisms out there.
Wait, now they have zeppelins and baseball.
That's what I saw briefly on the thing. Yeah, there are zeppelins and a baseball
It's a world
in the outside
beyond.
world.
So now
Basically,
now it's starting to get into being the freaking
the village.
1900s.
Yeah, pretty much, because they technically that's their that is the inventions that they have, and because they don't have no fucking computers.
Well, it's all like steampunk in that universe.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
and I wouldn't survive there. I really wouldn't. Seriously,
I
No.
wouldn't either.
We all be dead.
either dead or in another continent, because there is not that much diversity except for a lot of Europeans, except for Mikasa. So
Mikasa's
Yeah.
like technically Asian,
she is Asian. She's
Or-
like half
yeah.
Asian, half.
or
She's half Asian,
or
half white.
their universe equivalent of Asian.
Yeah.
Like you know, they have their own races and all that, but it's mostly European, from what we can tell.
Yep.
So pretty much that should takes place somewhere in some kind of Europe country.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like with FMA. It's like Full Metal Alchemist, where they're in some vaguely European country.
Yeah.
Yes.
Think about it. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Now that's what you guys are reminding me with Attack on Titan. Yeah.
Visible.
Visible.
Yeah.
But there's nothing much. There's like a lot of action, and there was a Titan with some kind of fucking machine gun or some shit like that.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
and that one.
I mean, don't think much of it. It was just when I think it was an enemy Titan. They armored him up, and he had like this ballista like gun on his arms or some shit like that, spinning around.
A Titan with a machine gun.
Something like that. It looked like it to me. I could be wrong.
Now I want to check this trailer out just for that.
You should. And then remember, it's the final season. There ain't gonna be no more after this, so you know that everyone in Funimation is gonna get ready. They're gonna get Vice. They're gonna get Trina Nishimura. They're gonna get Josh Greeley.
They're
gonna get everyone
They're
back
gonna
for
get
the
their
shit.
A game. Like,
Yeah, actually, Jessica Cavella was like tweeting out to Lana because there's like Annie was spotted in the trailer.
wait, what?
Annie and her crystal was spotted, so they were like doing a funny back
She ain't
and
gonna
forth.
do anything. She's full frozen in that shit.
Yeah, but they were doing like funny. They were doing like this funny back and forth between like, oh, you love me, and then like, no, I'll never forgive you for killing those two Titans back to season 1.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. This is funny like interaction between the two.
Technically, Annie is like best girl. she had a shining moment, and then she just left the stage, and we have never seen her again.
Yeah, I mean now she's just
She is the ultimate fan. She is the ultimate best girl.
She's in crystal form, just like
Yeah, we know she's alive somewhere, but we don't have to hear her. Oh, Annie.
Yeah.
Well,
She's chilling.
she's just on the bus, so
Just chilling, waiting for her return.
yeah,
Maybe, who knows?
just chilling there.
Even though we can joke all we want, I do kind of miss her, because I wonder what she would do if she just woke up and said, "What's happening?"
She's like, what the hell happened? This place is worse than when I left it.
Yeah,
left it pretty bad.
it got worse.
It got worse. There's even worse Titans than me.
Sadly, yeah, that's true.
Sadly. The face one is like, oh god, that's the worst one. Face tracker, dude.
And I believe it's revealed, and this is kind of a spoiler, Chris, but you do learn this information, that there is a kind of limit to people who turn into Titans' lifespan.
Yes.
Wait, it shortens the lifespan?
Yes, they don't live to be old age, apparently.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, I could. That's awesome. Like,
It's awesome, but it's
I guess
sad.
I guess like it takes like the I can't say words today. I guess like all that exertion to turning into a Titan just fucks with him.
Most likely, it could be the chemicals and what's inside the serum that just fucks up your body, or maybe it's because if you turn into a titan and everything, it destabilizes your molecular structure to the point that you apparently you can only live up to like maybe your early 20s or something,
Yeah,
or
that's what I
for a
heard.
certain amount of time. So you're limited.
So Aaron might die at the end.
Yeah, so he needs
Yes.
to fuck. So he needs to fuck Mikasa so she can have a son.
Pretty much.
Yeah, get with best girl.
And it's
Alright.
best girl. Mikasa's a close second.
You're the other best girl.
Oh, or,
Best
okay. You know what? They're both best girl. Come on.
Yeah.
They're all tied. Best way for
Mikasa and Annie, they're both badasses.
Yes.
That is true. They are.
Yeah. So, is that all for Attack on Titan?
Yeah, because there's really nothing much. It was just imagery, a lot of yelling, and some kind of "We need Eren Yeager," and that was it.
We need him pretty much. We need him. You're screwed.
Well, any other news for this week? I guess like there's like a Kingdom Hearts cartoon happening.
That was actually confirmed, Christopher. So let's ask your ass. How's it going, Chris's ass?
It was.
So Kingdom Hearts is.
It's happening.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Well,
was that we got this cover like a live act? They said it was live action or something, or am I mistaken?
Technically, it's going to be like like virtual kind of.
oh, okay. So it's like
Is it?
CGI?
Yeah, they're going to use CGI related stuff like in the game, more or less.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be like the game, only CGI. Okay.
And all the people who are connected to the show should be reprising their roles as the characters.
Okay.
Sora, Donald, Goofy, Riku, Kairi, and maybe if depending what they do. But then again, the first game of Kingdom Hearts is basically a kid thing because mostly Disney characters before it goes all hard edge.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, are they adapting the first game, or is it like I don't know, like somewhere in the timeline, like
I think they're trying to adapt the game because if you try to do its own thing, people get upset saying, "But I will watch it."
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like an anime style adaptation.
Most likely, it could be like a manga, maybe.
Yeah, good.
Like they could like either have some stuff from the game, some stuff from the manga.
Yeah, combined it too.
Yeah.
It's interesting because no one thought that this would happen in like after a freaking decade.
I mean, there is storyboards for a cartoon for Kingdom Hearts that was going to be on the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not making this up. They were going to do one like early on.
Yeah, but yeah.
That basically means they want content for Disney Plus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's an incentive.
Because Star Wars is ending, or it ended for now.
Well,
yeah, for now.
Well, right now we have to wait for Mandalorian season 2.
3 months from now, 3 to 4 months.
As well as the Marvel stuff.
Oh God, that's gonna be a long wait right there until next year.
Yeah, they haven't finished filming Falcon and Winter Soldier because of the pandemic.
Sadly.
Yep, sadly.
I wonder if they're gonna. I wonder if they have to reshoot scenes because maybe a little tad bit too different from from like a year ago. Like, why does he look kind of more chubby from this?
Okay. Better get back in shape.
Didn't they finish WandaVision?
I don't know. Did they?
I don't know. Might have.
But 1 sec. Are we done with Kingdom Hearts?
I guess.
I mean, we could.
There's not much news yet.
Well, I don't know. Kingdom Hearts, an animated series coming soon to Disney Plus. That sounds awesome. Like either in like anime style, like 2D, 3D. I don't know.
Yeah. It's just that it just got confirmed though.
Oh, personally, I would like 2D, but if they're going 3D, I guess they have to make it look like the game.
And remember, they won't do every little thing from the game, like finding the lost puppies or winning, or maybe do Or try to find exact pages of Winnie the Pooh's book or whatever.
That shit would be filler. So,
Yeah.
or just or just basically be the Winnie the Pooh thing would be one off. So
yeah,
Really?
I found the pages here.
A one off at
Yeah,
best. Just at best.
Uh-huh.
The Dalmatians thing. No, I don't see it.
No, they ain't gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, will they bring back the actors from the games?
They did confirm it that some of them, a majority of them, will come back to reprise their roles.
Even
Yeah.
even when it was like at a time where they were still pubescent.
Well, we did get Joel Osment as Sora again in number 3, even though he's older.
True, that's true.
And David Gallagher, he pretty much down to always be prizes for Miku.
Well, he still sounds the same, David Gallagher.
Yeah.
That's true.
Haley Joel Osment sounds way different from what he did when he was like, I don't know, was he like 10, 12?
Yeah, he was like 13, 14.
Yeah, that's true.
Same age as what Sora was in the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riku!
Riku!
So,
my friends are my power.
Friendship is magic.
We forced you out.
Since this turned out to be real, I'm actually excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my ass was wrong.
Yes. Thank you, Chris's ass. I was late.
Oh, good.
Or at least I tried to make it a reality by trying to maintain some kind of minor hope for it or whatever.
Yep, but it looks like it's gonna happen.
Yep.
So we'll wait and see.
We'll keep you updated. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about Disney Plus, weren't we?
Yes, the Marvel shows, and if like WandaVision or the other show got finished or not.
Yeah.
Well, maybe next time when if there's other news of what the updates on those shows are.
Yeah.
So
most likely until next year, though.
Yeah.
And doesn't it feel kind of strange that we have had no new Marvel since last year, since Spider-Man Far From Home?
Oh yeah.
Well, pandemic fucked everything.
And I just remembered that Chris Rock movie was supposed to come out this month.
The Chris Rock Saw movie.
Yeah, it was. Shit.
My God! God! Damn it! I missed it. I mean, damn it! That would have been good to watch this month.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, thanks, COVID.
Yeah. So it's rather rough knowing that some movies we were gonna watch, Black Widow, Spiral, The Book of Saw, whatever, and maybe maybe even Candyman Returns or some shit like that.
I forgot that Candyman reboot was a thing.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll wait and see.
Yes, we will wait and see.
Yeah, wait.
See Tony Todd back.
Oh, Tony Todd's back?
Yeah, I think they originally were going with someone else, but then they changed their minds and back to Tony.
Because I thought they were using Black Manta from Aquaman to.
I heard that too, but then I think they changed their minds when I heard.
I'd like to remind you, Black Manta did nothing in that damn Aquaman.
Which is why they didn't show the Candyman much in the trailer.
Or maybe I got it confused with something else.
Well, this is what I hear. I haven't confirmed it because I haven't seen the film. So we'll wait and see.
Maybe I misinterpreted the trailer, or I just forgot what happened in that.
Well, I think originally they were going to go with the Black Man actor, but then they changed their minds from what I heard. But then again, it was a while ago, so who knows?
Excuse me, tired.
Yep.
So, any other news for this?
Oh goodness, it's kind of a light week, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of like I do have 2 little personal news.
Go for it.
Well, one of them is a sad news. I learned a few days ago, actually, that one of my great aunts did sadly pass away. Um,
Oh.
she was 97, so she lived a good long life. But the positive news for this week or last week was my cousin gave birth to her first son.
She had a son? Kids.
Yeah, so some good, some bad, but yeah. So that's
So
what
it's
happened.
uh
Condolences to your aunts and congrats to your cousin.
Thanks. Yeah. Yep, her son's name is Rich Jr., or technically Rich the Third.
Rich
Richard
the
the Third.
Third. Jesus.
Yeah, Richard the Third, because, like, I don't know. His father's Richard Jr., so okay.
Couldn't give the kid an original name. You just gotta name him the Third.
Pretty
Okay,
much.
I mean, I tease, but I'm happy that she gave birth to a successfully gave birth to a boy.
Yeah, there's a baby on Facebook, and it's cute. And stuff.
Hey.
But yeah, so that was like personal news this week. Like, I didn't know about my grand aunt. Like, oh yeah, my mom just was talking with Layla's dad. Yeah, my grand aunt. I'm like, what? Why didn't anyone tell me this? Like, that's poor news, because like she was 97 and she came by like last year. So yeah. So rest in peace on grandma.
Any other? Well, that's good, Mike.
Thanks.
Some other news, some random ass news. Legolas is trending for whatever reason.
What's trending?
Legolas
Oh, is that because of Lord of the Rings?
or something, I guess. I don't know.
I heard you're doing like a reunion, or trying to do a reunion with the actors. Or maybe just thirsty for the Hobbit movie. I don't know.
I have not. I have not seen nor read anything Lord of the Rings in my life.
Oh, dude, you're killing me here.
Yeah. That's my big nerd confession. I read nothing nor watched anything Lord of the Rings.
Well, the movies are that long, so I can get that. But I actually read Lord of the Rings in high school in about a week. So yeah.
That's your big nerd boner moment. You need that shit in a week.
Yeah. Along with it in 5 days. Like, those are 2 records. 2 records I'll never get back. But yeah.
But yeah, there is nothing going on that's worth mentioning. I found I was able to somehow get my fucking PS2 to work after giving it a love tap because
Sweet.
I thought it was broken, so I got myself another PS2 and it kind of works, but it's annoying as fuck. So I plugged in my old one, and apparently I just had to give it a love tap to read the damn disc.
Huh.
And so it's annoying as fuck now. But
was
that Chris?
No, that was me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so,
somehow it was weird.
I am currently replaying Inuyasha: The Secret of the Cursed Mask.
Oh, funny. Today I was watching Inuyasha on Hulu.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm almost finished with the first season because I was watching it all day while working on something, and the beginning where they're not as repetitive with the storylines.
Yeah, after again, I stand by as a personal opinion. After the Mount Hakuei and Band of Seven arc, it kind of just falls from here. It just kind of falls from there.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should do an Inuyasha retrospective. I've been thinking about doing that.
Sweet.
And I can talk about the Secret of the Cursed Mask too.
Oh yeah.
We do the other media, just like
yes.
I mean, we got the anime, got the manga, which I still need to check out. I actually have like the 3-in-1 book where it has like the first 3 volumes. It's just this one big omnibus.
Cool.
It's called Omnibus.
I still need to collect the others, or
Yeah.
any other
$4.
fucking manga books. The ones I checked out at at some random stores like Second and Charles, they have like these kind of thing called animanga, where they actually took screenshots of the anime and just.
I remember those.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, those existed. The fuck?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a small
Yes.
short window though, from my perspective. It was
Yes, it was a short arrow. They don't have those too much.
Yeah, and besides that fact that it's like it was just for money, for pretty much just to get sold and
Pretty
everything. It was just
Pretty
for
much for
fucking money.
collectors.
Yeah.
So I didn't really see any manga of Inuyasha anywhere in the second and Charles local to me. Just the animanga stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I gotta really find more of the manga. Because when I was reading the manga, and watching the first season on DVD, on one of the DVDs I bought, they kind of switched like one of the stories around, like different sequences.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had the no mask. Like in the manga, it's like before they meet Shippo, but in the anime, it's after they meet Shippo.
Oh,
Yeah, that brief filler after the Thunder Brothers arc.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I don't remember this episode. Then I actually watched the episode. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not very memorable.
It really wasn't. It was just like Inuyasha is in Kagome's world for a minute, and stuff happens.
I kind of found those episodes amusing, but that was like forgettable.
In the manga, that no masking was more fucked up because it actually killed a bunch of other victims.
Yeah.
Not just like the law enforcement. They actually killed civilians.
Yep. As all mangas do.
I actually got some news on the Inuyasha front, but I'm not sure if you want to save it for the Inuyasha perspective.
The sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could talk about it.
Okay.
We'll bring it up.
About the sequel.
Okay. The what I found out after a friend mentioned it, and I wanted to confirm for myself. Apparently, in the future, Susumu's daughters, somehow one of the daughters, the one that looks like a boy,
Yes.
she apparently she gets separated from her younger sister during something happened, which they got split up from each other, and she winds up back in Kagome's future. Susumu's daughter.
Oh, wow.
And she's
What?
What?
Oh, good. This is gonna be great.
Okay, I want to know more about this. Keep going.
Okay. She winds up going back. She winds up going to the future, and where Kagome's old house temple is, and apparently Sota is older now, and apparently he finds her, and he apparently raises her as his own.
Oh shit!
What?
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sota raises Susumu's daughter in the future.
Holy fuck!
Sweet.
And
this
apparently,
is even better.
and apparently, she tells him her circumstances, and he says, "All right, you can live with me or whatever." And he raises her as his own. And apparently, she goes by Toa Higurashi. That's where the last name comes from.
Ah,
Wow,
gotcha.
like that's why she has the name. Holy crap!
Hell yeah!
Yes.
Now we know.
And apparently, when she's going to school, she becomes somewhat of a troublemaker because she gets in fights.
Oh,
So she's
good.
basically just Inuyasha.
Yes. So pretty much, she only takes after Susumu in terms of hair color.
Pretty much.
And she decides just to dress as a boy because she likes the clothes and it's easier to maneuver around instead of a boy's clothes.
Okay, that makes sense.
So she's a tomboy, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
So she's raised it for like a decade until one day she's somehow able to get back to her timeline. And then this is where she meets up with her sister, who doesn't remember her because she has amnesia.
Oh shit. Okay.
And apparently her sister, her twin sister, was apparently she is a demon slayer.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Nice. Oh yeah. This is getting better every day.
Yes,
Okay,
and
now
she
I'm getting
was
more fascinated with this.
yes.
Bringing all the demon slayer.
She is a
shade.
demon slayer now, and apparently she has amnesia because something happened in the 10 years, like that made her lose her memory, and along with the fact the mysterious connection to Kagome's now future present or whatever, and
Yeah.
apparently. Yeah, and apparently Kohaku is like running the new Demon Slayer place because so she has a connection to Kohaku.
Ah.
So he's still he's still around and he's probably with Kilala. And apparently I believe Inuyasha's daughter Maroha, whatever her name is, she's also a demon slayer, I believe. And she has no memory of her parents.
Is
Ah.
no memory of their
Everyone's.
parents.
Yes.
Oh,
So apparently the main connection to the story is the three characters are now going to
Amnesia.
try to discover what's happened by going between this time between their world and the future present world, because it's a connection that they got. So the characters will be traversing through time pretty much to discover answers to what's going on.
Amnesia.
Yes,
It's a thing.
and I'm hoping it's not fucking Naraku because he's dead.
Oh, please do not be Naraku. Please
Oh,
don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
God.
in hindsight, he
Naraku's like, I'm back, bitches. Like, oh, God.
he was purified, so he should
Oh,
back.
God.
Please don't bring
That'd
back
be
Naraku. That'd be like Palpatine.
Oh God!
This is Naraku's clone. It's like, yes, I've got a whole tank of them. Like,
We do not need to go into the clone fucking puppet thing.
oh god, oh god, I really hope not. But that would be like the biggest troll moment. Like, damn you!
I want to think that Momoka Takahashi knows what she's doing in the writers, so
I hope so.
so it's some overall mystery what's happening now.
Naraka's like, miss me, I'm back, bitches. Like, ah!
No, I didn't miss you.
And we don't know, so we don't know. We don't know what's happened to Inuyasha Okagome, and we don't know what happened. And of course, with Sango and Moroko and their kids, so who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
And Shippo too.
Oh god, Shippo.
Would Shippo still look like a child, or would he?
I would want to. He technically can age. I think he was. I hope no. There's been no word about the original character cast.
Yeah.
If he does show up, I at least hope he's now a teenager and less bratty.
He better have been matured or like at least grown up, because
It has been a decade, so he should now be approximately like looking 14 years old and being like technically, yeah, he should be like physically being 14 years old at this point.
Or just be 18. I don't know. I don't care. It's like just be older and
yeah, we need a mature fox demon now. We need a new Kurama from New York. And that's going to be in the form of Shippo.
He needs more tails. He needs like 4 or 5 tails.
He has like 1 tail.
Yeah. He's the kid.
Then he's like 2 tails now.
And just be like a trickster.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can be more trollish than he is when he was a moon. It was when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Yep. He's a thief now.
And I just actually remember there was another brief new news I could talk about, but that's some of the stuff I found out about the new sequel that's supposed to come out like this fall or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's like because this year is like technically the 20th anniversary of the anime.
Yay!
Yes. Yes.
Like the manga came out in '96 and the anime came out in 2000, so I guess that's a milestone.
Isn't that strange? And you actually notice that the animation, I like it. The first animation of the show before it went to to that brighter.
When it got a little more HD and digital.
Yeah, I prefer its old style.
Like where they actually use cell animation.
Yeah, I kind of miss the old animation though. You can tell.
It gave it that kind of gritty look.
Mm.
Like as I went back to watch it, I'm like, this looks a bit grainy, which gives it that kind of atmosphere.
I like the atmosphere for that shit. It was good, in my opinion. A little bit more darker stories, maybe, before it got all bright and
comedic.
blast of energy of swords of Inuyasha's sword or some shit.
Because like when I was younger, I kind of was scared of the show a little bit because of like the demons.
Yeah,
them demons.
don't fuck with them demons.
Which early on, like with the graininess, actually helped their like the fear factor.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when Kikyo comes blowing back in like a zombie.
I'm back, bitches. Did you miss me, Inuyasha?
You know what? Let's make it official. We're gonna do the retrospect.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
We gotta do it.
Yeah, watch all 8 seasons.
Yeah, I guess. Try to.
Yeah, we will. We'll try to.
Like, yeah. I'm already into season 1. I can just rewatch it because of the DVD I have. And,
Sure.
yeah, so I'm gonna have to watch all the seasons and probably write down whatever, like, detail.
Yeah, we can all do that, and then we just talk about it.
Yeah, I can always watch some of the first episodes on Hulu because I have some majority. I have like half of the series on DVD.
We could just like, I don't know. It would be basically just our series overall review, like, or like pretty much our history with it as well as just
our feelings toward the characters.
Yeah, we're pretty much gonna pretty much recap the whole series.
Yes.
Yeah. This is me impromptuing like just improvising all the plans. So, but I guess that's all our plan for doing with the Inuyasha retrospective.
That's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll discuss more about it like off recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another. Oh, go on, Chris.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, we could just discuss it, and I could just say random things about it. I could probably think about what to give us avatars that like represent us in this universe.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll think about it like after the thing.
Okay. And now we're going to speed our way into something new. There's it was confirmed this week that there will be a Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Miles, baby. Tails.
Yeah, getting Tails, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And let it be the original voice actors who voiced her, please. Who voiced him, please.
Just get Colleen.
Yes.
Guys?
Yeah, we're still here.
For a minute you guys cut out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, just get the current voice actress, Colleen Villard.
Yes.
Just get her back.
Sweet. Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, she'll get her. She'll get a big stardom and everything, and everyone will know her name now. And then she'll be like one of the biggest voice actresses.
Yep.
I mean, if Frank Welker could just do every movie like some random voice for something, then, but like every other movie, I guess this could help.
Yep. I mean, he practically is in just about every other movie.
I mean,
the voice.
I mean, even like with Frank Welker, even if you don't hear his voice, that is his voice because he could come up with random stuff. But But with Colleen Villard, I think that'd be awesome if she comes back as Tails.
Yes, it'd be great.
That was the big surprise at the end of the first movie that like, oh look, it's Tails. Where I was like screaming, it's Tails, and
Tails.
And then after watching the movie, I found out that was her. Because she's the current she's the current actress for the games for Tails.
Yeah, which everyone was surprised. Like, who is she?
Who is she?
Yeah.
Plebes, know your voice actress and know your voice actrors from anime. Damn.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm still surprised they didn't get Roger Craig Smith to voice Sonic for the movie, but I do like Ben
Ben
Schwartz
Schwartz.
Ben
Yeah, Ben
Schwartz's
Schwartz.
take on it. You know.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
He is, and he is a comedian too, so it kind of works.
I also heard he.
True.
I also read up somewhere that he was actually a placeholder. Like
Oh.
like with the test footage, and they just like, okay, he's our Sonic for this movie. So
Because he's
Cool.
kind of big or more well
maybe
known.
maybe
Uh.
they felt that he was like a perfect match for what they were going with.
Yeah, sometimes they do that in big movies. They'll hire a voice actor to match that the actor they hire can mimic what the voice actor's doing.
Even though it would be nice if the actors and actresses we know can get more bigger productions in actual movies,
Yeah.
but
Like-
we know that this,
Like people who are
Mhm.
like more career voice actors, like
Yeah.
Greg Griffin and Steve Blum, or
Yeah.
like those guys, and like just get them to do some animated movies.
Yep.
I mean, it's cool to see like a celebrity actor like
try their best with voice acting. Yeah.
but but
Mhm.
sometimes
It's a cash grab though.
Mhm.
but the novelty just wears out. Like
Yeah.
when
I
it's,
mean,
like
Mhm.
the novelty wears out as the time passes.
True.
it's like hearing Tom Holland in that darn movie. What was it?
Mm.
Dr. Dolittle.
Well, there's like
I was thinking
well he
Onward, but
he did voiceover for like 2 other movies, which was Onward and the Spies in Disguise with Will Smith.
yeah.
It was interesting. Onward was actually good. It grew on. It was a good movie.
Mm.
I still need to watch that. It's on.
You do need to watch it. It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I still need to watch that. Oh, on Disney.
Going on an adventure.
On Disney Plus, I watched a Goofy movie for some reason. I just felt like watching that.
Yo, Stacy, talk to me, baby.
Pauly Shore.
I actually want to watch a Goofy movie. It has been 20 years. I need to watch it.
It holds up.
It does.
It holds up.
It's yeah. I mean, god damn it. Max in middle school and he's going through angst and my dad's too goofy and I'm cool and his greatest fear is to be like his dad or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And Angry Goofy is the scariest thing ever.
Like that comic where
like those old Disney cartoon shorts with Goofy and he's trying to raise like his son or whatever and he's like has anger problems.
Yeah. Like Goofy.
Like you see angry dad Goofy and I'm like, oh shit, like the way he's drawn, like I'm uncomfortable because I'm used to
it really was wow. It was a wow moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like shit.
Yeah. Movie holds up. It's awesome.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Eye to eye. The end song.
Powerline, which was basically like a Michael Jackson XP.
Michael Jackson, maybe kind of Prince.
There was a bit of Michael Jackson and Prince into that that character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I do kind of tear up when they have like their reconciliation moment because it is about him growing up and Goofy accepting it too, but also Goofy wanting to be in his son's life, which any kid has probably had with their dads or moms.
Yeah.
That we had to grow up or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the final concert, that was awesome.
I mean, that shit is just too much. I mean, God. Yes!
Yes.
I mean, the sequel movie is all right when Goofy finds love with that librarian chick or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, when they're in college and they're doing extreme sports, which
oh, that is so 2000s.
Late 90s, early 2000s, like the X Games.
Yeah, that's like Brink.
Yeah.
If you know what Brink is, you're welcome. If you know what Brink is, congrats. You are an official 90s kid that know what Brink is.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Disney fucking movie. God damn it. Disney, an original Disney an original Disney movie on the Disney Channel.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Good old Disney movies.
The 13th year, baby.
Yeah. Oh,
Or
the other night, I started watching some Bruce Lee movies
sweet.
for just out of nowhere because I felt like it. At first, I was watching Game of Death, but the editing, like, because with that movie, like,
Yeah.
Bruce Lee was doing his own movie, but he died after doing Enter the Dragon, so they had to,
Yeah,
like,
they're dead.
you have to rewrite and redo the movie and like splice in a bunch of scenes of him. And the editing in that movie is so bad. I had to turn it off and switch it to Enter the Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember and they had like they also use like actors to and supposedly this guy's face is really like, weird.
The worst offender was when they when they taped a cardboard piece a piece of,
Yes,
a
exactly.
cardboard piece of Bruce Lee's head on a mirror to mask the guy's head, like the stand-in. And I was just like, oh my god, it's very
Yeah.
noticeable. Especially the editing where they have to splice in like footage from Way of the Dragon and Fist of Fury.
Yes.
And I can tell that head of the cardboard cutout was from Big Boss.
Yes.
And just got what happened to that movie?
Yeah, exactly.
And they got the
Yeah,
guy who
so I don't know what they're talking about.
and they got the guy who directed Enter the Dragon to do the movie.
Oh god.
To do the new footage. And well,
Oh god.
but I gotta admit the fight with the fake Bruce Lee with Robert Wall, like
Yeah.
in the locker room, that was actually a pretty cool fight with the new footage.
Sweet.
Then okay, since you two are like Bruce Lee, or you have knowledge of watching his films, there was this one random movie I saw as a kid randomly with a friend or whatever, and apparently it was a Bruce Lee film, and in it he's fighting someone, and apparently some dude is doing a flying kick. Bruce Lee holds up his hand and just finds a way to squeeze the dude's balls, and it's like black goo. What film was that?
Black goo, the fuck?
Yeah, the dude was going for a flying kick. He lifted up his hand fist and he just tore off the dude's balls, and it was just like black goo.
Alright, let's check it out.
It's probably one of those fake Bruce Lee movies.
Really? Okay.
Probably.
Because like there's only like 5 real Bruce Lee movies. Well,
Yeah.
Well, I'm partial with. Well, I'm saying real, quote unquote, for Game of Death because that was like the last. Technically, it's the last Bruce Lee movie where it has actually a lot of footage of him, but he died before finishing that movie.
Yeah, sadly.
So, Black Goo. I guess it's one of those Bruce Exploitation movies.
Could be.
It looked like it was him, and it looked like he actually squeezed the dude's balls off.
Could have been like one of those comedy ones.
Well, in Way of the Dragon, he punched a guy in the nuts, killing him.
It might have
It's
been.
a black goo or something.
There was no Black Goo. It was.
Well, it looked like the black goo to me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
This was like 30 years ago.
No. Well, speaking of Black Goo, not Black Goo, but they were in Big Boss. They had pink blood because like the blood was like because the blood was trying to simulate actual real blood, but it turned out to be pink on film.
yeah.
Going Danganronpa.
It almost looked like the blood in that movie looked so fake. Like it looked pink. Big Boss. And that was like Bruce Lee's first movie in Hong Kong. Well,
Yeah.
he's been in other movies, but not as the star. But
Yeah.
But this was like his first big major movie, Big Boss, which was like a small movie, but like that. that movie has like more violence than any of the other movies he's worked on, and they had the blood looked pink, which is kind of hilarious.
Ah.
Mhm.
Well, okay, this is not. This is kind of related to Bruce Lee. The only thing I can ever relate to Bruce Lee, quote unquote, movie was a movie that came out in the '80s called The Last Dragon.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's well, they have a Bruce Lee like guy, or
Yeah,
oh,
he was inspired by Bruce Lee because he was a fanboy of him, and he did all those moves in this '80s, very hardcore '80s black exploitation film of doing Asian moves or some shit like
I
that. It was an entertaining movie. The Last
Mhm.
Dragon, mind you, it was very of its day, but it's entertaining to watch.
I need to watch that because I heard it's also
I
a
think you'll
comedy.
enjoy it.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
from the clips of the from all the clips I've seen of that movie, it looks funny.
So you never watched it, Chris?
I've not watched it. I have not watched Last Dragon, but I want to.
Michael, what about you? Have you seen it?
Last Dragon, yeah, I saw it. Actually, I just got a text from work, so I have to take care of something, so I might be back. I'll see.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
it's okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We'll let you know when we're done or still around.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
No problem.
So yeah. I'll I still need to check out Last Dragon, so that's on the list. Yeah.
And I surprisingly didn't watch any movies today, but I probably will. I still need to watch Predators 3.
Just Predators.
Think Predators, yeah,
Yeah,
3.
yeah. The third movie where it
But
has
I still gotta rent that.
yeah,
So
that is an underrated movie.
okay.
Yeah, the one with
But I
Adrian.
also gotta watch Space Force too.
I started Space Force with my family. I'm like 6 episodes in, and uh, I heard mixed stuff about the show, but I actually find it funny.
It's Steve Carell, of course.
And my dad was finding it funny, like some of like because he's in the military, and there was like stuff like with the jokes of the military,
Oh,
like
military related jokes that he would probably get or whatever.
yeah, especially like with the Coast Guard, that was hilarious.
There is a rivalry between the military and Navy, I think. Navy and Air Force. I think
Like
there's a
there is obviously rivalry between the branches.
yeah, there's always a rivalry between the branches. Which my uncle made fun of because my mom was in the Navy, and he's like, I think he was also in a different branch of the military, and he just says, "There's a rivalry," and I said, "What? There is? Okay." Because they're doing some kind of volleyball tournament or some shit like that.
In the in the War Games episode, my dad especially laughed at one of the privates like questioning stuff, and it was and he was like and he was like, yeah, that's accurate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like with the private just being a dumbass.
It could be an experience.
Yeah,
I'll make sure to watch Space Force at least before Sunday ends
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. I find it
And
really it is funny.
cool.
Like sorry, yeah, there's actually an episode where they have a like fucking chimpanzee and one of the in one in space, and they're trying to like have it like fix one of the satellites, and it's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually have a dog in because in the episode they launched a chimpanzee and a dog into space, and they said, hey, let's get the chimp to fix the satellite, and then he gets captured by the chimp fucks up and just like spins around because he didn't hold on to a rail, and he just like is hurtling somewhere to the like he was launched and is about to hurtle to the sun after a week, but he was captured by the Chinese government with with their satellite.
Mm.
So they decide, okay, let's get the dog. The chimp ate the dog.
Oh,
Yeah. It was fucked up.
I'm baffled, seriously.
And yeah, and before they found out that Chip ate the dog, Steve Carell's character, the general, says like, "We will award him with a medal," and then saying that he served his country. And then after seeing that the Chip ate the dog, you're like, fuck the Chip, screw him."
That's it.
That was hilarious. Ugh.
So it feels like Space Force is go pretty much.
Yeah. Also, when my parents were watching the news, they saw like the launch of the rocket because
I watched that a little bit today. It was good.
And my mom couldn't take it seriously because we started Space Force the day before.
Oh.
So she can't she can't get the picture out of her mind that is probably the show.
and the fact that it's fucking Elon Musk.
Yeah. But hey, I like Space Force. I'm
Cool.
almost done with it. Just yeah.
Cool. Are an hour in, right?
An hour and 16 minutes in.
Cool.
Yeah, so let's. Unless we have anything else to say, I guess we can wind down with Mike.
Yeah. Let's see. So besides the PS2 shenanigans or whatever, I have two now apparently.
I still have my PS2.
You gotta make sure that damn thing still works.
It works. It still works.
Good. Make sure it continues to work. Sometimes you want to go back to the old tech.
Yeah, go back and play some old games.
I still have my saved data with my memory cards. I still have.
Yeah, I actually have two memory cards. My first one broke, so I got another one.
Ouch.
I mean, I had the new one like for years, so I'm good. So yeah, playing. I have not played any video games much. Just been lazy.
Yeah, you're not even on PS. You're not even on the PlayStation Network anymore.
Oh, I just been kind of bleh.
Yeah. For me, besides playing Inuyasha and the Curse of the Secret Mask, I am replaying another JRPG, which I'm better at, which I have better perspective of now. So I think I'll be able to beat the first playthrough of it soon, hopefully.
I saw that you uploaded your Trials of the Cold Steel game.
Oh, you saw it? Shit, thank you.
Yeah, I saw it upload. I didn't watch the video, but I just saw that it was uploaded.
Yeah, I was able to find a way to save some of those playthroughs I did from my Twitch account, and I'll just upload them into the YouTube thing, and hopefully nothing happens to it. So
yeah.
I figured it's something different and everything. So since you guys couldn't be on those streams when I was streaming it in the first place, even though you were on for one other one, which I mean.
I was probably watching somebody else's stream, or I wasn't on.
Which is fine. My streams are like pretty low key. I try not to do so much talking because I don't think people like the sound of my voice when I'm trying to give some kind of dialogues. I have to improve my stream.
Yeah. Once I get to Germany, I might have to invest in getting a capture card just to play games, like probably just to record gameplay and stream.
Yeah, cool. And I'll be sure to check out your German streams.
There's barely gonna be any German because I can't.
You'll be on a military. I mean, you'll still be speaking English. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, my mom doesn't want to move to an on base because we're kind of because she's kind of burnt out on being on base.
I want to move it. I want to move it in a neighborhood. I want to interact with neighbors.
Okay, not that last part, but yeah, she wants off base.
I feel that not everyone likes to be on a military base. It can get kind of tedious.
Yeah.
I was on base when I was living in Connecticut as a kid, so
I'm still living on base.
maybe it would be a better blood. Maybe it would be a new brand of fresh air if you did move off base and have a nice little house for a couple of years.
Yeah. Don't have to worry about going through the gate.
Yeah, that kind of gets annoying because everything is very secure due to various circumstances.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're getting off topic because there's really nothing much to talk about. But I'm playing. Yes, I guess I'll try to upload more of my streams to YouTube if I can. I have like 2 more I got to upload, I believe, of the Trails of Cold Steel 3 walkthroughs I did, and yeah. And I'm also I don't know why I did this. I'm uploading shit on randomly on TikTok too.
Oh
And I
yeah,
just
I saw you have a TikTok. You're one of those people.
yeah. Sadly, I'm
Bastard.
trying to learn the ins and outs of it or whatever. It's interesting, I guess. Whatever.
You son of a bitch.
I know. I am that asshole now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's me. But that's my deal for the week. Uh, yeah. And I should, yeah. Other than what I just mentioned, and I really do want to try to watch. I'm in a mood to watch Mortal Kombat again.
Which one? Like the live action movie or the Scorpion's Revenge?
The live action one.
Oh.
Since I watched Scorpion's Revenge twice, I'm in the mood to watch the film
Alright.
now.
Alright. I'm just gonna show off this thing I worked on like a couple days ago.
Okay.
The little my a little drawing that says "fuck off."
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like my test to see if I could like digitally color stuff and do like a fucking lettering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did this through GIMP. Yeah, because I would get Photoshop but what kind of like not wants me to like what kind of disincentive I can't find the word. What pushes me away from Photoshop is that it's now a subscription based thing.
Ouch. Okay.
Where I have to pay every month.
Ouch. That sucks.
And that's kind of a deal breaker.
Yeah.
So
I got too well known.
So now I'm using GIMP since that's kind of a open source program.
Mm-hmm.
Until I like invest in something like another program that like probably has better stuff, like Clip Studio, for example. Yeah. I'm also thinking about investing in getting Blend. I might get Blender because that's also open source.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking about getting into character modeling.
Cool.
Or something like that on the free time, depending if I don't procrastinate. But
try not to procrastinate. Let that be your goal, Chris.
Yeah, I'm also doing a personal project.
Cool.
Well, you know about it. So.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a comic before I move.
Oh, technically, you can still work on it when you get to Germany too.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to do it before I move because when I get to Germany, I have to, pack everything up. Well, I mean, I could write on the way, but I could just show you the roughs. Maybe like after done recording. I don't know. I don't even know why we're still recording it at all right now.
Yeah. So, do you think this was a good episode, Chris?
I think this was a substantial episode. Just like a good episode. Sorry that Mike couldn't finish it with us.
He had priorities.
Yeah, but he's still with us in spirit.
Yes.
And yeah, so at least he was here for the episode. So might as well wind down and any closing thoughts, dude?
My closing thoughts. Inuyasha, the sequel is looking good. I'll be happy talking more about that and other things of Inuyasha related material when we do a retrospective of Inuyasha. Yeah. Hopefully,
we'll have to do plan. We'll have to plan a little bit. So
yeah, and Sonic 2 feels like it's going to be another good one, hopefully.
Yeah.
And
the future of Superman seems a bit bright.
Of course, shining hope and all that shit. And Attack on Titan, it's ending finally after all this time.
Yeah.
Apparently a new animation studio did it too.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, as Michael mentioned.
What studio? Because I know that Attack on Titan was IG originally.
Michael mentioned it. I think he mentioned it on a message thing, I guess, but I'm not sure. He just mentioned it was like a new thing. But I'll look it up later. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I think substantial episode more or less.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this, and well, I guess we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Yeah. So till then, stay gold, everybody.
Later, kittens.